There was no official clock in the fourth quarter of the 2021 All-Star Game, but it was still Dame time. With the target scored 170, Dame says, "You betcha!" And that is the ball game. Lillard tying Steph for the second most threes ever made in an All-Star game. What was his mindset heading into that shot?
I hit 2 in a row, and I knew that we had game point at the 3. And the ball came off, Steph had it, and he pulled up. And once he missed his, and he inbounded the ball to me on the next one, I was like, I'm about to fire this one. You know, they backed up a little bit, and I just...
Condensed into one day is now in the books. We heard from Giannis Antetokounmpo. Let's get into the other events that led up to and were sandwiched in between this unusual All-Star night, including the dunk contest at halftime of the All-Star game. Makes for a challenge producing this show. In what order do you put everything on a night like this? Just 20 dunks this season between the 3 contestants, none by Cassius Stanley, who's barely played for the Pacers as a rookie. Look at the contest judges. Bud Webb, Dominique Wilkins among them. And here's Cassius Stanley. Crazy athleticism, and look at that.
Man, I was super surprised with our dunk panel not giving this young man a better number than he received.
Similar to the dunk that Aaron Gordon pulled off a few years ago, but somehow only got a 44 out of that. Please explain.
Unbelievable. Well, this one right here, I thought the creativity, Matt, the dribble between the legs, over the head, but I thought the first one had a little more flair.
That one by Obi Toppin scored a 48. I will say it's harder than it looked initially, but not harder than the first dunk.
Yes, but this right here, Matt, I'm home watching my son Trey. We both grabbed each other and said, Dad, I thought he was going to jump over the rim.
This is Anthony Simons for the Portland Trail Blazers. The veteran in this contest is a third-year player, and that is a 12-foot teeny rim from which he grabbed that ball, showing off the hops. And he told us earlier today, in fact, that was his goal, just to show off how high he could really jump. Cassius Stanley in a desperate position here, needs a big score, tried something else earlier. That dunk was impressive enough, but not enough to keep him in the contest. And so it's Simons.
Yeah, growing up in Florida. Growing up in Florida, watching Orlando Magic, Tracy McGrady. Ooh-wee.
An homage to his Florida native, Tracy McGrady. Simons.
It's nice.
Emulates the 2000 dunk contest dunk that McGrady pulled off. Pretty impressive.
Very impressive. Under control and just smooth with it, too.
And that would get him a 49 from the judges. So the pressure is on Obi Toppin, who brings out Julius Randle and his father, Obi Toppin Sr., who was once known as Dunker's Delight.
Ooh,
great
Dunker's Delight.
Street ball and semi-pro player in his own right. And look at that.
Ooh, Dunker's Delight, Rapper's Delight.
Those are not small humans. He jumped over and full control, did it easily. Toppin back on the miss between the legs, throws that down. Okay.
Hey,
it's good.
Nice.
Look, these are all good. It's a high standard.
Come on. Exactly. I don't know too many people can do that.
No. If you're sitting on your couch and going, yeah, go try it.
Yeah.
And then Simons.
This right here, I said, at first, Matt, I was like, it's nice. And then when I saw the replay, he said, hello, Rim, how are you? Mwah, good to see you.
It's one of those, you need the replay to really appreciate once you see it from that angle and see just how high he got, that he was at lip level with the rim. By the way, if you're trying this at home, don't actually try to kiss the rim.
Unless you got a mouthpiece.
You'll lose a tooth.
Yes.
Or several.
Make sure you have a mouthpiece.
Or worse. And the judges would weigh in. They vote 3-2 for Anthony Simons, and he is your 2021 AT&T Slam Dunk champion, with Toppin finishing second. The folks in Indiana are crying foul or poor judging or just boo.
Boo.
Because Cassius Stanley's first dunk deserved better. Simons, the winner, and afterward he spoke with our Allie LaForce.
I know you were receiving a lot of advice from your teammates, including Derrick Jones Jr., last year's dunk champion. What were the advice that they were giving you, and how much did they inspire what you pulled off out there?
Basically, just told me to stay my strengths and make sure you make the first dunk.
You were competing against 2 rookies. How important was it to show them who's the boss out there?
You know, I mean, all of them can jump pretty well. So, you know, coming into it, I just wanted to show my strengths show that I can jump up pretty high and be creative with the mini hoop and stuff like that. So it was fun.
You also earned another $40,000 from AT&T on top of the NBA donation, and your two opponents are getting an additional $30,000 towards their HBCU, which is just incredible. How rewarding is it to be a part of something that's more than just the game?
No, it's amazing. Just giving back especially to the HBCU community. Giving them the same equal opportunities that it's any other university. So, I think it's a great thing.
What are the nerves like going into this? You know you can jump, you know what you can do, but with your teammates watching, the world watching, and all your fans back at home, what were your nerves like?
Pretty nervous coming in, but a lot of people didn't know that I could jump pretty high, so I kind of calmed down and just show my talents.
Well, the people know now as we transition to the Mountain Dew three-point contest, people definitely know that Steph Curry can shoot.
Yes.
Widely regarded as not only the best shooter on the planet, but the best shooter in history at this point in his career. Already a three-point champion back in 2015.
I thought Jaylen Brown did pretty good, Matt, because coming out of college 1 year at Cal, no one ever thought he'd be a shot maker the way he's doing now.
Zach LaVine.
Similar. We thought he was just a dunker when he first comes in. He's kind of changed that narrative.
Had 22, trying to become a dunk contest and three-point winner. And then Donovan Mitchell with 22 of his own.
Yep, not bad. I thought he was a little cavalier at first, then he started catching fire at the end.
But none good enough to advance to the finals. Jason Tatum gets bragging rights over Brown as he scores a 25 in his first round.
And I love that extra Mountain Dew ball. Mountain Dew, good job.
You know what? We got to introduce that to the regular game, to every other
I'm not mad. I'm not mad at it, Matt.
Bring the four-point shot in. I'm ready for it. Mike Conley replaced Devin Booker.
Yes.
Only made one bucket in the All-Star game itself, but had a great round with a 28 in the first round.
He put a little pressure on Mr. Splash himself.
Absolutely.
And he missed his first couple, and like we spoke about earlier with Jared and Smitty, Matt, he adjusted, and the rest is history.
You see the guy holding the rack shaking his head like,
who in the world?
What is
this? Is this a video game? Am I playing 2K? Ronnie, 2K, is this live or the game?
Not normal. He scores 31.
But Matt and people at home, that's my favorite part. He's leaving it. I keep telling y'all, there's a secret to it. He keeps showing y'all, but y'all won't listen.
And he's such a decent human being, it's almost hard to recognize the likable arrogance in that finish. Like, no one's beating me. You guys know that, right?
And Matt, he walks down the court. He goes, oh, wait a minute. There goes my lovely wife. Give me a high five, honey. Smack. We did it again.
Jason Tatum's second round, not as good. Just 17 points. Mike Conley.
Know about shooting from this distance, but I'll tell you, I tweeted this out, 3D, when we were watching Curry in the first round, and then in the second round, he missed. Remember, that first rack of the last round, he missed 3 shots in a row, and you're saying, oh, no, how's he going to do this? And then he comes off and finishes strong. 3D, I tweeted, we're witnessing greatness here like we've never seen before.
Yeah, Jared, you hit around the head with the greatness, but Smitty, you know this, and I think fans are starting to appreciate it more. It's the work that he's put in throughout his whole career. We go back to early in his career, Smitty and Jared, and to our fans, where he struggled with a few injuries, and people didn't see the future like a lot of us saw, because a lot of work's been put in behind the scenes that no one's ever, or should I say, no one sees on a regular basis. So I think, like Giannis said, when Steph Curry shoots the ball with confidence, Jared, to your point, he missed a few shots early in the contest, and then he adjusted, and then he caught fire and started shooting the basketball the way he shoots every day. And Smitty, you know I was at home smiling because that last shot, what did he do, Smitty? He was leaving it. And I was trying to tell all the kids, and I was home watching it with my son.